What up, YouTube? It's me, it's your favourite Steve. It's wobbly hand time. These are my top 10 sales from the last 11 days of January. What up, YouTube? Yeah, bit random. Last 11 days of January. I just thought, I didn't get around to doing a sales video last week. It wasn't because the sales were rubbish. The 2 previous weeks before that were absolutely terrible. Last week was a pretty good week. I'm having a pretty good week this week. Just the fact that just didn't get around to it. Just did not get around to doing any sales videos. So the last 2 weeks of the last 2 weeks of January were pretty good. Mid-January was pretty awful, but the last 2 weeks I did alright. But yeah, I'm going to go through the top 10 sales from the last 11 days of January, and then next week I'll do a video of what I've sold in, the top 10 of what I've sold in February so far. So yeah, we'll go through them. So in at number 10 on your top 10 sales from the last 11 days of January is this Barbara LeBecq black and grey embroidered women's zip-up jacket. This was from the haul that I got in July. Only listed it recently, as you can tell by the photo. But this was going to New Zealand. I had like 5 sales. One of them's in this top 10. But I had 5 sales before I woke up on Friday morning, and then I had 1 sale for the whole of Friday, for the rest of Friday. But before I'd woke up on Friday morning, I had 5 sales. This lady from, I think the lady was from New Zealand, but she wasn't using GSP. I had to send them to an address somewhere in, I can't remember. It was somewhere in the UK anyway. But yeah, I had to send the address to somewhere in the UK, and then they were going to New Zealand. She bought like 4 jackets, all size 18 jackets off me, which was a nice little thing to wake up to. So yeah, this was going with 4 of the jackets. So it might not have made my top 10 if it wasn't for, all the fees were kind of mixed in because it was combined. But yeah. In at number 10, Barbara LeBecq jacket going to New Zealand. In at number 9 was the sale, the only other sale that I got on Friday apart from the 5 that I woke up to. These diesel denim Larky jeans. I'm getting obsessed with jeans now. I was gonna not do a sales video today. Not sales. Charity shop video today, but I think I've got to share the rough with, I know I keep saying it, but the rough with the smooth. Went out yesterday, picked up quite a bit. It's just all your bog standard stuff, but there's a few bits in there, that I haven't, what's the word? That are not your normal stuff, so I might do a video on them in a bit. But yeah, I'm getting pretty obsessed with jeans now. It's probably the first thing that I go to. I've definitely got an issue when it comes to this. I was doing it with the blazers last year. I think the difference is with jeans sell on a more regular basis than the M&S blazers. And, with some of the jeans, you're getting pretty good money as long as you know what you're looking for, which I'm starting to learn what to look out for at the minute. But yeah, these diesel, Larky, Blue Wash, 00, 88Z, don't know what that means, jeans, these would have cost me, I don't pay any more than a £5 for jeans, so yeah, these would have cost me about a £5 sold for $24.99. In at number 8, another thing that I like to pick up, Emma from She Sells Seashells, go and follow her channel. She's the one who got me into these lamps. Me and Andrew went on like a sourcing day with her, and like she was telling me about these lampshades, and now I'm obsessed with them. It's a constant thing now when I walk into a charity shop, or last week I went to an antique shop to look up in the air and have a look, see if there's anything up there. just see if there's any light shades hanging around that for sale. I do love these. This cost me $6.99. It's an absolute pain in the arse. Although I charged £6 packaging, it did cost me 11. But there's a lot. I charge a standard £4 on my postage, and a lot of my clothing items, go on a large letter. I haven't had anybody complain, but if anybody did complain, I'd just say, you're paying for packaging as well. So there's a lot of my stuff goes on a lot of my clothing goes on a large letter, and I still charge £4. So it's not, I do log it to make sure that I've got enough. So although I charged £6 on this, it did cost me 11 to post, but I'll catch it back on other packages. I sent it through the post office because I didn't want to have any breakages. I think Derek sent me a message the other week about starting to use UPS as kind of my fragile, heavy item courier, and because I don't trust Collect Plus. I like Collect Plus when it comes to anything like anything that's not breakable. I've got some motorcycle boots that I've got to send out today. I don't mind sending them through Collect Plus, but nothing that's breakable through Collect Plus, because they actually advertise it, that they say, look, don't send anything breakable through us because they're going to probably break. This Tiffany lampshade cost me $6.99. Love a good lampshade, I do. $6.99, sold for $29.99. In at number 7, this Tizaville, that's how you pronounce it, France acrylic French faux fur brown winter coat jacket. I picked up a few of these. I was glad to see the back of this, to be fair. Now I'm struggling for room in the shed, so I was glad to see the back of it. I like it when these big coats go, because they take up something where I think the other day I sold a coat and I had 8 pairs of those Rohan trousers that I had to stick in a tub somewhere in the shed, and moving one of these coats took up, I don't know, it took up double the space that 8 pairs of Rohan trousers take up in the tubs. So I love seeing these coats go. I can't remember how much this cost me. I've got it on a spreadsheet. I'm not sure. I can't remember, so I'm not going to try and predict it, but it sold for £30. I wouldn't have paid any less than £5 to £10, or less than a fiver. I can't remember. I'm gutted that I can't remember. But sold for $29.99. Up next is this Merrythought Iron Bridge 16-inch cable. This should originally, I think it's from the 1960s. This should originally come with like a push along trolley kind of thing. So the ball sits in the trolley and you push it along. Kids have a more modern thing, like a kind of walker. The babies have a kind of push along thing to help them walk. Well, I'm guessing this was a kind of push along thing back in the diesel. This cost me 99p from a charity shop. It makes I've seen one of these for 99p in a charity shop in Wolverhampton, and then there's a charity shop in Wensfield near me called the YMCA, where the prices are absolutely ridiculous. And they've got another baby ball, a Merrythought ball, that they're asking for like £30 in the charity shop, and I only got 25 on this. It should have a trolley with it, but it didn't have the trolley. But it only cost me 99p, and it sold for $24.99. Up next, another pair of jeans. Thanks to, you can't really see this. Thanks to Bobby for giving me advice on these. I was just looking for standard nudie jeans when I was searching these, and Bobby sent me a message saying there should be a tag on the inside. There was a little bit of wear down the crotch area, if you can see. But these are nudie thin lin jeans. These cost me, again, wouldn't have cost me any more than a fiver, sold for $29.99. In at number 4. Now, I've had this for a while. This definitely had a promotion on. I know I've had it for a while because the photo was bloody terrible. This cost me £3.50. I had one of these before that wasn't on the box that I think I sold for 30. This has got to be on my listings for way over a year. It cost me £3.50, sold for £34.99. It was still working. But yeah, definitely glad to see that out of the loft after a good old year and a half, maybe longer. Up next, this was one of the ones that sold on that Friday morning when I had 5 sales before I woke up. I was glad to see these go. I told you about the binoculars haul that I got. I've got the money back on them now. I paid 40 quid for like about, I think it was 8 items. Like, I think it was like 6 pairs of binoculars, 2 vintage cameras. These binoculars are in there. These were the only binoculars that worked, or they weren't misty when you look through them. So I think they cost me a £5. It was 8 items for 40 quid. So these cost me a £5. They're sold pretty much within a few days, so I think I probably undersold them. But yeah, these cost me a £5. I sold for £34.99, and I've also sold another pair as like a novelty prop decorative kind of pair for a tenner. So I've got the money back on those binoculars now, which I'm buzzing about. In at number 2, another Tis Seville French acrylic faux fur coat. Not sure how much she's cost me. Probably a £5. Sold for £39.99. I really should have the prices in front of me. I'm a bad person. But yeah, sold for £39.99. Again, another thing to get out the shed that would have took up so much room, and gives me a lot of more room for smaller things, which is a bonus. So yeah, this would have cost me a £5 to a tenner. I can't imagine I'd pay a tenner. I can't remember, it's on my spreadsheet. I'd say that I'd put the price down on here, but I won't remember to edit it, so I'm not going to say it. It sold for £39.99. And in at number 1 on your top 10 sales from the last 11 days of January, I forgot what it is. Aha, yes. This WWF, you see, it's not WWE. Kane t-shirt. It's got, where are we going? Sorry, it's got the WWF logo there. 2000 WWF. And it's got "Come get some WWF, come get some" on the back. Found this at a car boot on a t-shirt rack. I think it cost me £1.67. It was like 3 t-shirts for a £5 maybe. I don't know, whatever that works out. But I know it cost me £1.67. Took a while to sell this. I'll probably pick this up in July maybe. But glad it sold for £39.99, the asking price that one I wanted. Didn't see this t-shirt anywhere, but I did see another Wrestlers Come Get Some t-shirt that had sold for around 40 quid in America. So I decided to go for 40 quid. Sod it, I made it up. So yeah, this cost me £1.67, sold for 40 quid. So yeah, those are my top 10 sales for the last 11 days of January. Next week I'll give you my top 10 sales for February so far, which has been alright. It's not been a bad month so far. I think I will do that charity shop haul that I picked up yesterday, but don't be expecting a load. I think there's an interesting Manchester United top that I've been all over Facebook and Instagram asking questions about. But yeah, I'll see you later. Sorry I haven't been doing a lot of videos past week. Just, busy. I'm trying not to let YouTube... eBay comes first. So kids, family, eBay, YouTube in that order. Maybe eBay and kids and family, switch between 1 and 2, it just depends how I'm feeling. I'm joking, maybe. So for now, peace out, stay safe, stay beautiful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.